my name's Eric. I'm the founder of Pebble. You may remember Pebble from our first campaign when a bunch of you supported our quest to build the world's first real smartwatch. Now there are over 1 million of you, our early backers, users, and developers in over 150 countries around the world. You've jump-started an entire industry and helped a small group of us build a watch that's widely regarded as the best overall. That's why we're back on Kickstarter. So you, our early supporters, can be the first to get our next generation smartwatch. This is Pebble Time. Starting with a brand new color e-paper display, we worked hard to make Pebble Time a fantastic watch. It's also much thinner, with an ergonomic design that comfortably fits the curve of your wrist. Like the original Pebble, the display is always on and readable even in the brightest sunlight. It's durable, but lightweight and water resistant. Pebble Time conveniently delivers messages and notifications to your wrist. Through partnerships with some of the world's most popular apps, Pebble makes a great sports watch. It works great with iPhone, Samsung, and Android phones. We also added a microphone so you could send quick voice replies or take notes on the go. And of course, the battery lasts up to a full week. While designing Pebble Time, we followed our core belief. A smartwatch should help simplify your life. It shouldn't try to replace your smartphone or distract you even more. To create a more useful and truly smart watch, we needed to design a better interface. Luckily, the answer was right up our sleeves. It turns out the best interface for any watch is time. That's why we've developed a new system called Timeline. It organizes useful information from your past, present, and future. Here's how it works. With one click, see what's coming up next, a schedule for your day, a reminder to pick up the kids, or when that movie starts. It also helps when you need to catch up. Scroll back in time to see that email you missed, your step count for the day, or the score from the game last night. Now, instead of opening an app just to see what song is playing, or to check the market, you can reliably get the details you need at a glance. Hold on a sec, let me send a quick voice reply. Hey Mom, we're filming right now? I'll call you back in a bit. Love you. Apps and developers will be able to insert pins into your timeline if you want. We're also working to bring Timeline to the original Pebble and Pebble Steel as well. We believe Timeline is how you'll interact with wearables in the future to do things like keep tabs on the sports that you follow, or remind you of the events you care about, without taking you out of the moment, all while helping you get things done. Remember to call Mom back. We started Pebble to create technology that blends seamlessly into your life. Because of you, that dream has become a reality. Now we're back on Kickstarter to work directly with you, the community that got us here. Unlike our first project, Pebble Time is nearly complete. The only thing missing is your support. Join us and help shape the future of wearables. Pebble was the first step. Help us do it again. It's time.
In 2006, Apple introduced this, the magnetic charging adapter. It revolutionized the charging experience for MacBook users. It's compact, simple, and safe. It prevented unwanted accidents and made charging easier. But that was almost 10 years ago. So why hasn't something similar been made for our mobile devices? We ventured into tackling this challenge last year, and we call it Snaps. With Snaps, you can charge your mobile device in the easiest way possible. For when you only have one hand free, or you're in a hurry to head out. Snaps is all about making your life just a bit more convenient. It also protects your phone, wherever you are. One of the biggest hurdles in designing Snaps was its compact size. We wanted to make sure that it is compatible with any phone case you might have. To achieve that, we custom-made many of the internal components. After numerous prototypes and countless hours of testing, we've finally condensed Snaps into the size of your fingertip. Quick, simple, convenient. It's Snaps. As an added bonus for those who share the project on Facebook or Twitter, we'll also provide one free adapter with your pledge.
I never really thought it was a problem. I'd always suspected those around me had seen my incessant pen clicking, knee shaking, and desk tapping, but I had no idea how bad it had gotten. I just fidgeted all the time with anything I could get my hands on. It didn't matter what. The bubble wrap. Oh, the bubble wrap. The way it popped. I just couldn't get enough. That was probably my rock bottom. Thankfully, my Kickstarter community told me there was hope.
From the people that brought you Duet comes over-the-counter Fidget Cube. Fidget Cube is a vinyl desk toy designed to satisfy any urges to click, roll, spin, and other common fidgety impulses without driving your colleagues and loved ones away. Fidget Cube is a cube that you fidget with. Studies have suggested that fidgeting increases focus and improves productivity. Side effects may include a sudden ability to cope with boring meetings, pay attention in class, power through Netflix marathons. Fidget Cube is designed to allow discrete fidgeting in any setting. Do not use Fidget Cube if you have an aversion to rectangular prisms.
Fidget Cube lets me satisfy my fidgeting without endlessly annoying those around me. I thought I could stop at any time, and now I realize I don't want to.
Fidget Cube can help. Take the first step to fidgeting freedom today.
Okay, so in all seriousness, we may joke about fidgeting and may give our friends and coworkers a hard time for the pen clicking and the nail biting. But what if there aren't something? What if fidgeting is a coping mechanism? A way for us to stay focused and more present in the moment? Some scientists smarter than us believe that we have this thing called floating attention, which makes it hard for us to focus in certain circumstances. Oh, hey Mark.
Yeah, and actually fidgeting has been shown to be able to help keep that floating attention occupied, which helps you better focus on the task at hand. What's maybe even a little crazier is that some recent studies have suggested that students who use fidgeting as a mechanism during test taking tend to perform better on those tests than when they're required to sit still.
Fidget Cube has been a project we've dreamt about for almost 4 years now, and we're excited to finally be bringing it to you. It's been a long road with a lot of prototypes, but we think you're going to love it. When designing Fidget Cube, we wanted to ensure two things. First, the functionality needed to truly satisfy fidgeting needs. It needed to be an entire toolbox of fidgety options while staying small and compact. Which leads us to our second and equally important priority. We wanted Fidget Cube to be a premium desk toy that could be discreetly used in any situation, from a classroom to a boardroom. The Fidget Cube, of course, has 6 sides.
really think Fidget Cube has so many different applications, and we're so looking forward to you trying out one for yourself.
Thank you so much for your support. My name is Eric. This is my smartphone. And this is my Pebble. Pebble is a watch that you can customize. It runs a lot of cool and useful apps, and connects wirelessly by Bluetooth to your iPhone or Android smartphone. This is our dream team. It started with a prototype built from cell phone parts. That led us to our first commercial product, the Impulse smartwatch for BlackBerry. The number one question we received was, when will the watch work with my iPhone? Well, we're proud to say that we can finally answer that question. This is Pebble. It's the only watch that works perfectly with iPhone and Android smartphones. Pebble is much smaller and lighter than anything else out there. It has a high-resolution e-paper display that looks sharp and readable even outside under direct sunlight. Pebble comes in several different colors: Arctic white, jet black, cherry red, and a fourth color that you could vote on as a backer of the color option. We're really excited about how you can run apps on Pebble. If you cycle, you can use Pebble as a bike computer. The GPS on your phone provides accurate data, letting you view stats like average speed, elapsed time, and distance traveled. If you run with your smartphone, you can use Pebble to easily control your music and monitor your pace and distance. You can even see extraordinarily important messages right on your wrist. It's easy to install new apps on your Pebble. Just browse the Watch App Store on your phone and click Install. Around the house, Pebble makes it easy to see who's calling while your hands are full. You can also control most smartphone music apps like iTunes, Spotify, Pandora, Google Music, and more right from your wrist. These apps are just the start. For the more adventurous, we're launching an open SDK so anyone can build apps for Pebble. These apps can receive data and transmit data to the internet. Pebble has a built-in accelerometer, a vibrating motor, powerful microprocessor, Bluetooth, and a beautiful e-paper display. The battery keeps Pebble running for over 7 days. So that's Pebble. We finished the design and we're just about to start production. But we need help to get Pebble onto your wrist. We hope you'll join us. Thanks.
I love video games, but more and more people are moving away from the television. There's a lot of focus today on the mobile and web platform. It's easier to develop games for those platforms than the television. It costs a lot of money, you have to work with established players in the space, and I've been trying to figure out how do we get them back to it. Ouya is a new game console for the television that's built on Android, open source technology. It's an inexpensive game console for gamers. All the games are free to try. Anybody that wants to develop a game for a television, we allow them the ability to do this. I've been a part of the game industry for a really long time. In the early days of gaming, you could take your Apple IIe, write your own programming, and take your game to market.
The console business as it is today is completely closed to the independent developer.
The process overhead for console development is really just too much for us.
There's a lot of hurdles for developers to get games onto the television. Developing is extremely expensive. I love the television and I want those games on the television. We wanted to make a great product. I went out to find the best people that can do it, and that's Yves Behar and the Fuse Project.
Over the years, we've worked on a lot of projects that take a certain technology and make it available to many. I mean, the $100 laptop is one, and the Jambox, for example. We like to use all the different parts of design, fuse them together, whether it's industrial design or user experience.
The most important part of this to us is the controller.
We really focus a lot on what gamers are looking for. Precise controls, tactility, right sizing. What makes Ouya different and gives it the potential of changing the gaming environment is you're able to build things right from the start. You don't have to pay outrageous amounts of money for a dev kit. You don't have to have a lot of credentials, just good ideas.
The more we have something like this open console that can break that, it's going to open it up for a new business segment for the independent developers.
Since it's Android based, we have a great 3D port of Cannibal that's on Android already. That would be really fun to see up on the TV.
We have a prototype and it works. We'll have all the game genres you love. Shooters, platformers, sports, and RPGs. We'll have games from major game publishers and indies too. We'll have a full store of games, all free to play. Minecraft is going to be on it, and Twitch TV, so you can watch StarCraft and League of Legends.
This is the perfect hybrid to have something that's inexpensive, it's open, and it comes with a fantastic controller.
It's open for hackers that want to tweak the box and make it their own. This is a big undertaking. Effectively, we're trying to disrupt an established industry. It takes a lot of guts and courage. Well, I wasn't a female, I say big balls. We've raised money from friends and family, but it takes more. Kickstarter is a phenomenal place where early ideas can get supported by those people that are going to want to use it. And this product will not happen without their support. And when we raise this money, it means that we have arrived, that there is a need for an open game console, and that there is support from gamers and developers alike. You're the signal to the world that this is wanted.